Welcome back to San Antonio Living. If you're thinking about buying or selling a house, this morning we're going to tell you about the importance of using a realtor. And joining us this morning, Angela Shields. She is the president and CEO of SABOR, which is the San Antonio Board of Realtors. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. You know, I've been through this, and the importance of a realtor is tops on my list, because trying to go through this on your own, it's crazy. There's so much information that you guys know that I don't know. But let's talk a little bit about getting started. So someone's watching this morning, they're thinking about, selling their house. Why should they get a realtor?
Well, buying or selling a house or any property is one of the most important things anyone's going to do.
Sure.
So using a realtor, they are professional, so they've been through this many, many times. So they're able to walk you through the process and protect your interests, no matter if you're a buyer or a seller.
And one of the first things a realtor will ask is, have you been pre-qualified? Why is that important to a new home buyer?
It is so important, especially in a market like we have today, because it's so competitive. So being pre-qualified lets the potential seller know that you've already been approved for that loan, so that in this competitive market, they are looking at your offer and knowing that you can afford that property.
Okay.
So it goes ahead and gets that out of the way. They can move quickly. And it also lets you personally know what you can afford, that you've already got that out of the way and you know that you can afford those payments.
Also, when you sign up with a realtor, you're going to be presented with a contract. And the contract is a good thing because it not only protects you, but it also protects the buyer and the seller.
Absolutely. Yes. Contracts can be very complicated today, too. There's so much in it, everything from inspections to loans to what comes with the house. So, again, the realtor has been through that a lot of times, so they know how to protect your interest, to protect the seller's interest, and they help to navigate that.
Okay.
It's very important.
Let's talk about some tips when it comes to buying and selling. I think one of the best bonuses of having a realtor, not only do you know a lot more than I know, but you also know the neighborhoods.
Yes.
And you're going to be able to tell, I give you a list of things that are important to me. You're going to be able to pinpoint where I want to be, where I want to go.
Right. Realtors are very familiar with their local market, and one of the things that we always say is real estate is local. Not only when we talk about what's going on in San Antonio versus what's going on in New York, but even when you get down to what's going on in San Antonio specifically, what's going on in your neighborhood might not be what's going on in my neighborhood. So it's very important to know that when it comes to pricing, when it comes to what amenities go with particular neighborhoods, all of that. So realtors are the expert, and they do know what's going on in each particular area.
You also have access to something called the MLS, and people who look for houses, they're like, MLS number, this, that, and that's basically the giant pool of homes, and that allows you to find the best fit for me.
Right. The MLS is the multiple listing service, so it is the database of all of the listings that are available in the area.
Okay.
So the realtors cooperate with one another, and they show each other's listings, and this is that database. And when we put listings into the multiple listing service, it then will syndicate out to realtor.com, to the Texas real estate site, which is the Texas Association of Realtors, and to sabor.com. So it is the best marketing tool.
And finally, the transaction. That is the biggest part. There is no way, unless you're real smart and good with numbers, that you could be able to put together a closing offer or things like that on your own. You definitely need a realtor to do the negotiating and pull all the paperwork together.
They can do the negotiating. They can pull comps that you'll be able to see what's sold and be able to have all of that information to make sure that you are offering something that is competitive. And as a seller, that you're also getting an offer that's competitive, so that you're, again, protecting both sides and both interests.
Well, great information this morning. Thank you so much for coming. If you would like a list of all of the realtors involved with SABOR, S-A-B-O-R, it's the San Antonio Board of Realtors, go to the website, sabor.com. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, and of course you can find more information when you call the number on your screen. It's 593-1200. Again, 593-1200. Up next, it's